Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, and he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25 between the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And they will hand things over to their backup quarterback. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
The Browns send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
go play action here on first down. They got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. The numbers for him from a week ago, 19 carries, 79 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss.
Come on, let's go!
They'll set up to throw. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so, because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Point after try forthcoming. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first down.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 33. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. We'll call that a 49-yard punt for the net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And to give this time to the tailback. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Now he's going to let it go deep. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in his first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Under pressure, and down he goes. Clay Matthews in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. On now is the Titans punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a first carry for their fullback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go. 3-19. Over.
And this one's incomplete.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Thinking pass.
Let's go. Over.
good pickup there at 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Patriots! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. But got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, and for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play on third down for the Titans. 45 yards on the ground. And this defense, Charles, bottom half of the league against the run. That's not going to help their average.
Not at all. When you're getting ready to play against them, in your scouting report, you're actually counting on a certain number of big-time runs against them. They've given them up all year.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And it's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And the first play will be a field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And, you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open. This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
Green 39! Green 39! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gone!
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go!
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. A reminder later tonight, a game some folks have had circled on their calendars since the schedule came out in April. That's the Super Bowl rematch. Falcons, Charles, at Foxborough to take on the Patriots.
Super Bowl 51.5, anyone?
Then on Monday night, that's no slouch either. An NFC East battle between the Redskins and the Eagles. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call.
Illegal blocking the ball. Offense.
So that one will be accepted.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Holding. Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding of the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The penalty set him back. Now a big play moves him forward. It's second down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he's got room. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And a lot of times you talk about establishing the ground game. Probably something they need to do more of here losing in the second quarter.
When you're riding your best torch, you've got to lather them up. The best running backs I've ever talked to, they've all said the exact same thing to me. I'll even break a good sweat until I get to 20 carries.
You're full of good wisdom. Let's see if they can get him into the game more now.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Here we go. Brand 38. Let's roll.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays. Charles, did the knee hit first or did the ball?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. 1, 9,
Now a handoff looking right. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. 1:59 to go in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Looking to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A good pick up there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. To throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead in the intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Browns trail at home at halftime. The Titans have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Titans with the ball midway through the first. Here the pass is completed into coverage, and it leads to a touchdown. Titans up now by 7. Titans with the ball midway through the second. Run play coming up here, and he'd go in for the 3-yard touchdown. The Titans now up by 17. Late in the second, the pass and catch would lead to a fumble. Browns recover the ball and return it for a touchdown. The Browns down now by 17. Still late stages of the second. Broken coverage here on the pass play. And this play will go for...
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That'll go as a loss of 5. They'll drop the throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They'll set up a throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good game. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz. made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Now they try the right side here. Twisting away. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8.